In the fall of 1987, the town of Briar Hollow was the kind of place where doors stayed unlocked and everyone knew each other by name. That illusion shattered on October 14. 24-year-old Laura Bennett left her shift at the town diner just after 10:30 p.m. She told her co-worker she was heading straight home. It was a 5-minute drive. She never made it. Her car was found the next morning, parked neatly along Maple Ridge Road. The keys were missing. Her purse sat untouched on the passenger seat. There were no signs of struggle, no broken glass, no blood. It looked as if she had simply stepped out of the car and vanished. Briar Hollow had never seen anything like it. Police questioned everyone. Co-workers, friends, family, even customers who had been at the diner that night. Laura had no known enemies, no secret relationships, no reason to disappear. The working theory at first was voluntary disappearance, but that theory collapsed quickly. Laura's bank account remained untouched. She left behind her savings, her car title, her family photo albums. Her mother insisted through tears she wouldn't just leave. Weeks turned into months. Search parties combed through forests. Divers searched a nearby lake. Helicopters scanned farmland. Nothing, not a single trace. As months passed, suspicion crept into the community. A local mechanic named Daniel Reeves became a person of interest. He had reportedly been driving along Maple Ridge Road the same night Laura vanished, but he denied seeing her. There was no evidence tying him to the case. Another lead pointed to a traveling salesman who had stopped at the diner that evening. He left town the next morning and was never located again. Yet no witness could place him near Laura's car. Every lead dissolved into uncertainty. The case went cold. Years passed. Laura's parents aged. Her father died in 2004 without answers. Her mother kept Laura's bedroom exactly the same, untouched, frozen in time. Detectives retired. Files gathered dust. But every few years, the case resurfaced. A new tip, a rumor, an anonymous letter. Each time, hope flickered only to fade again. In 2019, more than 30 years later, a newly appointed detective reopened the case as part of a cold case initiative. Technology had changed. Forensics had changed. And buried deep in storage was a piece of evidence previously overlooked: the fabric of Laura's car seat. Back in 1987, testing capabilities were limited. Now, advanced DNA analysis revealed something investigators had missed decades earlier: a partial DNA profile. It didn't belong to Laura. It didn't belong to any known suspect from the original investigation. It belonged to someone who had never been questioned. The DNA matched a man named Victor Hale. Victor had been 16 years old in 1987, a quiet high school student who lived less than a mile from where Laura's car was found. He had never been interviewed. Why? Because he had no criminal record, no known connection to Laura, no reason to draw suspicion. When confronted decades later, Victor initially denied knowing anything, but investigators uncovered something unsettling. Victor had once worked part-time cleaning tables at the same diner as Laura, months before she disappeared. Old employment records confirmed it. No one had connected the dots. Under mounting evidence, Victor eventually confessed. He had developed an obsession with Laura. On the night she disappeared, he followed her car after a shift at a nearby gas station. He claimed he only wanted to talk. What happened next was described as a panic. Laura never made it home. Victor led investigators to a wooded area miles outside Briar Hollow, where remains were finally recovered. After 32 years, Laura Bennett was found. Briar Hollow was forced to confront a painful truth. The person responsible had lived among them for decades, attended the same grocery stores, sat at the same town events, all while a family grieved without answers. Laura's mother, now in her 70s, attended the sentencing hearing. She didn't speak. She didn't look at Victor. When asked later how she felt, she said quietly, "I can finally tell my husband she's been found." The cold case that once seemed unsolvable became a reminder of two things. Time doesn't erase truth. And sometimes the answers were there all along, waiting for the world to catch up. Briar Hollow still remembers Laura Bennett, not as a mystery, but as a daughter who finally came home.